Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Walkin In May-Phis, this show where we go back and watch some Memphis wrestling. We haven't done it in a while. We're back. I'm, of course, your host, Brent Piles, and with me, as always, is my trusted tag team partner from across the ocean and from the future, GA Wrestling Night, Glenn Abbott. Glenn, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. What was that you were saying about the Yankees to all our Yankee fans that are going to be listening in?
Speaking of the Yankees, Mayor of Canton, tell everybody what you think about the Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees.
Yeah, fuck the Yankees.
They've won enough World Series. Go fuck them. They can go
Yeah.
fuck themselves. We need the Guardians to win one. We haven't won one since my parents were before they were born.
It's like the 30s, right?
47, I think. 1947, maybe, something like that.
Something like that. It's funny. I was talking to my sister about the baseball playoffs. She's always interested in the Padres because we used to live in San Diego. My sister lives out there, and my nephews have season tickets, so they're big Padres fans. And she's like, the Yankees are playing some team I've never even heard of. Like, I've never even heard of this team. I don't even know who they are. And I had to look it up. I was like, oh, it's because it's the Guardians. That's why you don't know, because they used to be the Indians.
Yeah, same team. Same team that the Chicago Cubs beat in 2017.
You mean lost to? 16.
16, yeah. Bad year.
Sorry. I mean, it's a good year. You went to the World Series.
Yeah, I went to the World Series, and I think we won an NBA.
It sounds like they got the same sort of.
Uh-oh, Glenn's frozen. At least on my screen.
Now he's back. What'd you say, Glenn?
I'm back. I said it sounds like Tottenham's league winning record with the Guardians.
That's funny. But yeah, have they played any games in that series yet? Mayor?
Who, the Indians?
Yeah.
Guardians? Yeah, they lost last night, I think 4-2 maybe. So they're down one game to the Yankees, and I think they're down 3-0 right now against the Yankees. So it's not looking good.
Damn Yankees.
Yeah, when you've got, I think they either have the highest or second highest payroll in baseball. Maybe the Dodgers have the highest. I'm not sure.
I'm sure the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers paid that one guy like $600 million. So
yeah, it is 3-0 right now. Already in the third.
These are best of 7, right? These aren't best of 5.
Yes, best of 7.
So they go down 2-0. They could foreseeably come back. Maybe it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, once they get 2 home games, win 2 home games, then actually they would have 3 in a row because the way they do it in baseball, it's 2-3-2, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get a good run as the away team, especially if you still won it the first 2.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll be able to come back. Let's hope, because only people that like the Yankees are Yankees fans. Nobody else likes them.
And Fred Durst.
Oh, is Fred Durst a big Yankees fan? He used to wear.
I just always remember him wearing a red Yankees hat.
Well, I mean, in the '90s, who didn't wear a Yankees hat? Everybody
That's
had
true.
one, in all different colors.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Even over here, everybody wore Yankees hats.
It was just like wearing a Nike hat. It was just the same thing. Like you just had one probably.
Or like starter coats. Remember starter coats? Those
God, yeah. I had one. I had a new one every year.
Must be nice. I listened to a Crime and Sports Patreon bonus show, and they were talking about the 1993 Florida State football team that screwed Nebraska out of the national championship. By the way, it's like apparently they got into a bunch of trouble because a bunch of their players went and like cleared out a Foot Locker, and like somebody paid for it that wasn't supposed to. And guys were getting like 5-6 starter jackets. I was like, could you fucking imagine having a different starter jacket for every day of the week? How awesome that would be.
I mean, by 10th grade, I probably did.
Well,
because my parents spoiled me because I was an only child and a brat.
Well, I mean, whatever works for you.
I had a Miami Hurricanes one, so I kind of feel shitty for that, but
you fucking should.
I know the Rock was on that team though, so I knew that he was going to be a great wrestler one day.
Miami consistently beat Nebraska in the 90s, except for in 1994 when we whooped that ass and the Rock was on that team, and Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp was talking a lot of shit in the first quarter. He had shit to say in the fourth quarter because we were running his ass over. But they consistently beat Nebraska, so I hated Miami when I was a kid. I hated them.
All the cool kids had Miami Hurricanes jackets back in middle school, so I had to get one. And
if you were wearing that around here, you would got your fucking ass beaten.
Yeah. It definitely would stand out in a sea of red, a bright green and orange hoodie. I mean, bright green and orange, like pullover starter jacket.
Like adults might not mess with you, but like kids would have fucked you. If you were a kid wearing that shit at school, somebody would have fucked with you for sure.
Yeah.
100% for sure. We can't talk about wrestling because I got a bone to pick with WWE. The sons of bitches took all of their stuff off of Hulu, and so now I can't watch it. So,
And just right when they finally made the right decision and made Raw 2 hours long, so they cut out all the junk of the show.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
suppose I can wait.
it flows really well now.
And the War Raiders are back.
Thank God.
They got rid of that stupid Viking gimmick.
Oh yeah, they're not the Viking Raiders anymore. Remember when they were the Viking Experience?
Yeah,
The Viking
and now they're back to being the War Raiders.
Well, that's good.
With no makeup or anything, it is basically Hanson and Rowe.
What was their names? War Machine, wasn't that their name?
War Machine was the original name. Yeah,
I thought. Interesting. Well, good because the Viking Raiders is a dumbass name. Viking Experience sounds like a Disney ride, doesn't it? Like you're gonna go to Disney and go on the Viking Experience.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Yeah, you just like.
Well, we actually have a place up north in where Dan lives, and they do have a Viking Experience. It's like a museum type place where you go in and you can.
There's got to be some place somewhere in the United States. It's like a bar called the Viking Experience, and all the girls are dressed in some sort of weird.
Yes.
If there's not, there's got to be some money in that, right?
I'm not investing in it, but you can.
I mean, just think Hooters, but with Viking chicks.
Yeah, I mean, did they have another one like a Tilted Kilt or something like that, where they dress like?
Yeah, that was close. Tilted Kilt was kind of like the Irish schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah. There was one they had downtown here that was open for like 6 months. I can't remember.
Just what you need is Hooters with the waitresses wearing helmets with horns on.
Hey, depends on what you're into, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, that's it. I don't have anything else to discuss.
I mean, sometimes I've been in Memphis and I've seen people walk around with Viking horns on.
Well, was it John Nord, the Berserker?
Yeah, him and Coco.
They're going Husk.
Coco was just walking around with a parrot on his shoulder, and John Nord was walking around going Husk, Husk.
Oh, you meant Coco Beware. When you said John Nord was with Coco, I assumed you meant cocaine. That's what I assumed you meant.
Or Ice-T's wife, one of the two. Wasn't her name Coco?
That is her name, Coco, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. It really is. But speaking of Memphis, let's do it. This is from February 2nd, 1984, so just before I was born. But here we go. It's time for some Memphis wrestling. It's long overdue. Let's hear it. Let's go.
I was still living in Memphis at this time, by the way.
So I've been watching next video was Thierry Henry's 10 Great Goals.
Just two dudes rolling around naked on a mat.
Yeah.
In statue form.
What they do is they oil up, and the first one to get inside the other one is the winner.
It's like Diddy's Freak Off. Everyone's just lubed up, rolling around together. Walking in May-Phis.
That's good, pal.
Lubed up from my feet all down to the ground.
I'll slip and fall if I start walking around Diddy's house. I'm sorry, is that too soon?
No, he hasn't been fully convicted yet. We can still joke.
Okay.
He hasn't been accidentally suicided in jail yet.
I'm sure that's coming. I'm sure it's coming.
You get the feeling, don't you?
I'm fine with it, though. The world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Brown. I want to say Dave Maggot, and I don't know why I wanted to say Dave Maggot, but I did. That's not
football coach. Wasn't he a football coach?
There was a football player named Dave Maggot.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of, probably.
He's a terrible person, though, and was on Crime and Sports. But I said Maggot, not Maggot.
We had Rick Rude.
That's what it says, but I don't think it's actually Rick Rude.
I don't remember Rick Rude ever wrestling in Memphis Championship Wrestling.
Wrestling in Memphis. Was it Rick Rude? I don't know. Who's this guy?
That's Joe LeDuc.
Came out of the North Woods with Hugh John Louis. Joe has been
Came
quite a
out of
name
the
throughout
North
the
Woods.
entire wrestling world. Joe LeDuc.
I'm sure it's your pleasure, Lance Russell, and also all of your pleasure, all of you watching in your living room. You're seeing the Canadian lumberjack.
He got in trouble
Joe
for
LeDuc
cutting his wrist on live television with a hatchet.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
nice.
What a party
He
trick.
he was a very insane
I
man.
live everywhere,
Oh.
Lance Russell. I'm the
You know what? I
Sounds
didn't know
like
that
it.
until now, but I would have guessed.
children about.
Why does it look like somebody hit him in the forehead
with
with
the
a fucking
power.
like a hammer
I'm
and
the
then like
man.
rigid down
The
his rest of his
number
face?
one. Everybody's talking about King here and King there, King Lawler and Stagger Lee and the Fab. Talking about everybody. That's good, Russell. From now on, I think you're going to
It's
be
1984
talking
was a
about
different
somebody
time.
else.
And
There's
Joe
another
LeDuc
man
is
that
an
I won't
unfiltered man, apparently.
Clearly.
talk about right now, but
He was
it's
talking about
very,
cigarettes. He likes
very,
cigarettes,
very
is what it is.
popular in this
Mhm.
area,
He fancies
too.
fags,
I'd
is what I'm
like
saying.
to
He likes
introduce him
cigarettes.
in a few minutes. It'll come in time. Now, Jerry Lawler, Austin Idol,
Mm-hmm.
Dutch Mantel.
It's actually
Huh?
quite frightening that he
Fabulous
talks so
one.
soft because I feel like he's
Did
going
I
to murder
forget
me.
anybody, Mr. Russell?
I think you covered a bunch there.
I mean, he does look like he just came from a
This is
crime
the
scene.
corridor of
Well, yeah, he
Mendacity.
looks like he just
This
came
is
from
time
a
for
rape
truth.
/ murder / rape and then murder
Everybody
again is what he
wonders
looks
what
like.
happened to Joe LeDuc. I haven't been here since 1979,
Oh,
but I've been traveling. I've been fighting every day of my life.
I bet.
People goes and have Thanksgiving turkey. They have Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I work out all that time. I drink beer. People say I'm crazy. Do I look crazy, Lance Russell?
yeah, you do.
Yes, yes.
Actually, that seems kind of normal. I work out and drink beer too, Joe LeDuc.
Yeah, but you don't look like that, though.
Well,
No.
this is
No.
what they want to think. But all of you morons out there, remember one thing:
All right.
that Joe LeDuc is back,
Mhm.
and Joe LeDuc is back to stay and to hurt some people. I can
Yeah.
break bones. I'll
Mhm.
attack anybody in the back. I'll do anything I can to win.
He's been looking
He
at
said
those
that too. I'll
statues.
attack anybody in the
That
back.
I don't say they're very light.
He's been looking at those statues,
Well enough, Joe.
attacking people in the back.
When I say something, it happens.
Yeah, well, he clearly went to
And
the
everywhere I've
Jimmy
been,
Garvin
I've
School
won
of Defense.
every championship in the world that you can think of. There's a lot
Okay,
of
buddy, you
championships
did?
around
Yeah,
here.
just wind him up there. Come on.
With belts around their waist.
I'm gonna mute him now because he's done too much.
Thank you. Yes.
Look, you suggestfully terrified me enough, man. Can we move on? You're already gonna haunt my nightmares. All right, leave me alone.
So we got Joe LeDuc, and who's that with him? Is he wrestling as Lawler in there?
He's got King Konga with him.
Oh, okay.
His current gimmick is the Barbarian. He's 66 years old. His birthplace. Oh, this is a Tongan man, so clearly he's dangerous. He was also the super assassin, Tongan John, aka Tongan. Okay, that's weird.
Why are there just two chairs sitting ringside?
Well, the Invisible Man and his wife are here too. It's
Oh, okay.
scout the action. They're taking on Jim Jameson. I don't know if he's related to Jenna. And Ken Reaper. At least I hope it's Reaper. It's either Reaper or Raper, and I hope it's Reaper because Raper's not good.
Reaper.
Deshaun
Jim
Watson
Jameson
wrestled in
also-
MCW?
What'd you say?
Said Deshaun Watson wrestled in MCW?
Deshaun I was confused there for a second, but now I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I
false.
just looked up Ken Reaper. It says he's from Memphis, Tennessee. He died on January 24th of 2022. It says cause of death, Herzerkirkan. I swear to God, that's what it says. I don't know what that means.
I was gonna just say it's probably partying. It just says partying.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
Oof.
Good Lord. There's no way that's the actual Barbarian, right? No. Could be.
No, I don't know. It kind of looks.
Yeah, for a second I thought so, but
He moves around a little bit like him, but
I don't know.
The hair is throwing me off.
Yeah, he's clearly using the something about Mary hair gel to keep that stuff up. You know what I mean?
Something about Barbarian.
There's something about Barb. Yeah, he got it from Tommy Young. Sorry, never mind.
Oh gosh, Ken Reaper. Is this Ken?
You know what? I have no idea.
I don't think he will after this beating either.
Not sure either.
No, Joe LeDuc is, he's not a big, tall man, but he's still scary.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, he looks like I don't know, like somebody hit him in the head with a hammer, and it just didn't phase him. He just kept living his life.
It looks like someone hit him in the head with the claw end of the hammer multiple times. Not like just wrong, right? The head of the claw.
Sir, how are you still living? Oh, now he's got him by the throat. This is great.
He's like a literal movie, like slasher film villain. He just kind of stalks around slowly.
No matter how fast they run away, he catches them.
It has very slow rate of movement too.
This guy's whole getup is weird. He's got like weird sideburns, and is that hair or is that drawn on?
I don't know. It almost looks like it's dyed, like sprayed a color.
That could be. It's a really weird look. But I guess if you're King Konga, you got to have a weird look.
Boom.
Big slam.
That's got to be it. It's got to be it, right? He's not. Oh, he didn't.
No, he's let him up.
It's like if this guy's smart, he won't kick out. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Here's the end.
That's got it.
Broken back. Good night.
Mercilessly.
He pinned him with his Joe LeDuc.
He took a Joe LeDuc all over his chest, if you know what I mean.
No, that's not Barbarian. I think that's like a white guy who's like painted his face.
Yeah. No,
you did say he's from Tonga, didn't you? Or was that just kind of like a gimmick?
That's what it said. Could be a lie.
Oh.
I see some nipples.
Not more Joe LeDuc. Okay, we got Rock and Roll Express. This is going to be good.
Thank God, not 1998 WWF Rock and Roll Express.
I mean, didn't they wrestle? Didn't they wrestle an AEW pay per view a year ago?
I'm sure
they did.
Also, I watched a Raw from '98, and it takes place in Cleveland, Mayor, and you guys fucking hated Mike Tyson.
Booed him out of the building.
They fucking hated him.
Wow, I'm wondering why. I mean, he is from New York, so.
Well, it wasn't Don King from Cleveland.
Mike Tyson ended up moving to Ohio. He lived here for the longest time.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got Jimmy Hart here. Joe LeDuc's back. The cleaning guys behind the bucket. Oh, it's Macho Man.
Oh, this is a good trio here. We got,
No, Joe. No, Joe. Not doing it again. Joe LeDuc.
You can't cut off early Macho. If Macho starts talking.
Because it has. Joe LeDuc here. I know one day I was in the woods and I saw what's the big wood?
Is this a Joe LeDuc show?
Redwood?
Apparently. Yeah, what's the I don't know, I lost it. I did not know this was the Joe LeDuc hour. I was not aware. Let's see if
Macho. Here we go. Here's some Macho.
Here he is.
He's a singer. He's not a wrestler. But that's all right, because you and I, Mr. Macho Man, we're big enough and we're bad enough to go in there and take on of them and take their hide off. You ain't never looked at Joe LeDuc before, but he's pretty smart, yeah. Pretty smart, man. Explosive six-man tag, yeah. Amen. Let me tell you something that was real Indiana. Austin Idol doesn't exist. Why not? Dutch Mantel doesn't exist. No. And Jerry the Queen Lawler, man, they don't make it. No. Macho Man in Macho Man country. Joe LeDuc, man, you taught me something there, yeah. I mean,
all right.
They cut it off there?
There was too much goodness. They said,
didn't Macho and Lawler get into a real fight?
I believe, I think the Pathos had like a outlaw federation, and they were trying to like bait Lawler's federation into something. When I think that's how it went, but I don't know the whole story. But I think I want to say you're right.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
So
Versus-
we got
I don't
The
know.
Rock-
This guy looks like he's 14 over here with his mask on.
Lou Wilson and the Pink Panther. I'm going to
His
assume
name-
the Pink Panther's the guy in the mask. Holy cow! The Frank Starr is that man's name, the Pink Panther. He was from Manitoba, Canada. He also went by the Canadian Cannonball, the Canadian Patriot, the Cheyenne Kid, El Coyote, El Hijo del Francisco, Emerald Dragon, King Cobra, Knight Rider, Mr. Wrestler 37, and Patches.
He has
Basically-
more names than Jericho.
I know.
Basically, any name that could be in a mask.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun.
Ooh, put up your dukes.
Your
They
Joe
get
LeDuc.
kicked as well.
Ricky kicked him in the wrist.
That's how you do it. I bet Ricky and Robert never thought they'd be getting managed by Jim Cornette as a member of the NWA in 1998. I bet they didn't think that in 1984.
Did you ever hear Robert's story about a wristwatch he could make?
No.
You never heard about Robert
Oh,
Gibson?
never mind. You can, yeah, I get it.
It's
It's a penis joke. I get it.
a penis joke.
That's okay.
Stick around. Speaking of dicks, stick around because David Johnson will be in action later.
Is Dr. D. David Schultz on this episode?
No, there's no Dr. D. Dave Schultz, unfortunately. That would be great.
I wish he'd slap Joe LeDuc and then we could get a real fight going.
Oh God, that'd be nothing like slapping Josh Stossel.
Hey, this guy's selling the atomic drop like he was.
What's
Rick
he going to
Rude.
do to him? Oh,
He's selling his ass
I'm
cheeks.
sure
like Nia
babyface
Jackson.
team
She hit
shouldn't
the
be
thing.
kicking people in the junk like that.
Well,
My hole.
yeah, he was the first my hole. That guy. He said, "Geez, I felt that deep within me." He said.
Nah, that was just from Robert putting a hammerlock on him from behind.
Don't let Ricky do it to you. That'd be the worst of it. That's where the real problems start.
Oh,
Oh,
quick little knee.
those are some shiny pants they got on.
The crowd's still really getting into the Rock and Roll Express here. I mean, and when did they get really, really big? Like 87?
Probably
Is that
around
around
then.
that time when they got,
So they only debuted in '83, so they've only been around for not even a year. So
yeah.
because this is early '84, so yeah, I'm sure I would think probably 86, 87 is probably when they really
Yeah.
kicked off. I'm not 100% on that though.
They haven't developed a taste for young rats just yet.
Well, I'm sure they have.
As brought to you by Ric Flair when he bring out the training bra and taunt them with it.
No.
Oh God, that was such a good promo.
Yeah.
This is too good to actually be doing anything with this match. So for anybody that doesn't know, Ric Flair basically had a training bra and said that. Oh, I prefer it than a full sweater.
Rick prefers them with hair. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. Ric Flair's checklist. Do they have a vagina? End of checklist.
Yeah, it's there we go. No more questions asked.
Oh, definitely.
That was the end of the checklist. What a kick. Firing up.
Fans are on their feet, at least on one side of the ring.
Oh, the double drop kick. It's over.
That's it.
It's
That's
over.
it.
Ain't getting up from that
2,
one.
3, yeah.
Later,
Count all
Pink
day.
Panther. Do-do. You just got double drop kick. Do-do.
He's off to be the Canadian Cannonball.
Every match he loses, he gets a new gimmick.
Yeah.
A Apparently, yeah. He only had 8 matches in his career, and they were all under a different gimmick. My personal favorite was from Mr. Wrestling 37 because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Number 37.
I mean, sometimes you just got to pick up where 36 other people left off.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is fair. That's
It
not
is Rick Rude.
but that's not Rick Rude. That looks like
No,
That's
no, that's just Ricky Gibbs. Ricky.
oh god, are these 80s commercials?
I didn't know we
Oh,
got commercials.
we didn't
Oh,
get
dang it! They
No,
cut it
no,
off.
big cat.
We didn't get him. That's too bad. I would like to see an 84 commercial because
I was guessing that was going to be a coffee commercial.
like a Folgers.
Yeah, like a Folgers in your cup commercial.
The worst part of waking up is as if all you got is Folgers in your cup because Folgers taste like shit.
I mean, you only had like 2 choices back then, really.
That's
You have like
true.
Folgers and what was the other one? The blue can. What was the blue can?
I don't know. I was never a coffee drinker up until about 10 years ago, and now I need a cup every day, or else I'll be the worst person you've ever talked to. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, there were like 2 brands, like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Like there was a red brand of coffee and a blue brand of coffee. It was the Bloods and Crips of coffee business.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hey,
little
we
known
had it.
fact, that's actually how the Bloods and Crips gang war started. Was all over coffee. I'm just kidding.
But maybe
We had
something
loads of different coffees at that time.
Yeah, baby. We got the Jimmy Hart.
baby. I'm here again, baby. Well, let's. I guess we'll.
Where is it? Where's it? Oh, there it is.
Boy, Jimmy, you really got him stirred up today.
Oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
He doesn't want to hear it.
One that says hard as a whip. Yeah, hard as a whip and a whole big story.
Oh, he's a wimp.
I don't want to hear it, baby.
Well,
I feel
I'll
good
tell you
today.
what I want to hear about. I want to hear about what in the world possessed Jimmy Hart.
Did you guys know that Jerry the King Lawler made like a remix of the Ghostbusters song called Whipbusters about Jimmy Hart? Do you guys know that?
Not your
No.
talent, you're up there,
I feel like I remember it, but I havenn't seen it in so long, like it's just blacked out.
And
Like,
if
it
we
is-
can find that on YouTube, I think we're gonna have a look at that.
Jimmy Hart is unpredictable, right?
That would be a bad idea.
Unpredictable. Hey, listen, I got something for you. That
Oh, World Championship Wrestling next week on Sunday, February 12th at noon.
This was delivered to the
what is it?
station.
A present
This,
from you to me,
no, not from me. I'll tell you. It also was accompanied by a picture of one of your not too favorite friends. I want you to open it
What's
up
in the sack?
because there is a message in there. I will tell you the picture was of James J. Dillon, but go ahead and open it up anyhow. Yeah.
Nothing
Oh, I'm
kicking
excited.
in here, huh?
No, nothing ticking. We checked that out to be certain on it because when you get
Ticking.
packages and presents, there's no telling what in the world there are.
Dave, help me. Don't sit there with him.
Dave's
Now,
Dave's
all I
useless.
know
Don't expect
is
anything
that
from Dave.
This is for here. Just
Dave Brown stinks.
$59.95.
Taking up space.
Couldn't be much of anything, man.
Come on, put one out
This
already.
is
All right.
this is fascinating, isn't it? With their back to the camera.
Yeah.
What's the battery
Good
flat
TV.
on the back of it?
The fuck
idiot?
is it?
What kind of who's gonna send Jimmy Hart a
It's
tank
had a long trip.
with the batteries out of it, Goof? Come on, man.
Can you figure out how to put these in here,
I certainly
Jim?
hope I can.
They're
Let's
putting
be
in the
sure.
giant D
Let me-
batteries
yeah, we
into
do.
this.
We'll
I don't know
They
what
did
the
look
fuck-
like large batteries,
Yeah,
whatever
yes,
they've got.
I am really
A
interested
boombox?
to
Like a
find
radio?
out what the message is that.
Oh, there's a
that-
message.
Yeah, what's that?
Why didn't they have this all prepared?
Okay, you got it all.
Yeah, they fucked
right.
this up big time.
This is James J. Dillon.
Oh.
Wait, this was sent to
Is this
me.
the Whipbusters song, maybe?
Message from James
Maybe.
J. Dillon,
Be sure we got-
accompanied by a picture, by the way, and I want you to watch
Oh,
the
it came with a
monitor when
picture.
you're listening to this because you'll have an opportunity to.
Good, we'll have
Okay,
a
here we
visual
go.
aid because I'm fucking confused.
Now, Mr. Hart, I am too much of a man and too much of a gentleman. Need I remind you
There he is.
that I am Pro Wrestling Manager of the Year for 1982? I am Pro Wrestling Manager of the Year 1983? And I feel I'm already a shoo-in for 1984. And being the gentleman that I am not going to threaten you
Okay.
with bodily harm.
No.
But Mr. Jimmy Hart, if you ever interfere in any of the matches at any anytime in the future from this moment on,
Wow.
with a Zambui Express or anybody else I have under contract, I will charter my Learjet in the New York second, and I'm going to come up to this area, and Jimmy Hart, I'm going to wring your scrawny neck.
Wow.
That's it, Jim.
What a message.
A simple message.
I see it. Y'all know J.J. Dillon more than Jimmy Hart. Is that right? Well, let me tell you something, baby. I'm not
I
scared
like
of
Jimmy.
anything
I like
or
Jimmy Hart
anybody.
better.
You know what? I'll tell you what I did it
I
for.
like
Let me
Jimmy
tell
Hart
you
much
something, Zambui Express. If y'all guys are listening in the back there.
He looks older there than he does now.
Because I
You're
am
not
the
lying.
youngest professional wrestling. I am the youngest man in professional wrestling. I'm not an old man, an old fossil, laying on a beach down there in Miami Beach, Florida, or wherever he's from, baby, soaking up the sun while you're up here running down the highways, baby, running down the highways, breaking every bone in your body while he collects the money from you. So you better wake up, man. I'm in the trenches every week and every night with my men. I've got scars on my head and broken bones to prove it.
I don't think he has
Like
any
I
scars.
said, I am the
Don't see him.
future, baby. You better wake
Go see
up
Joe
and take a
LeDuc.
look
He
at
can get
Jimmy
some
Hart,
scars, I bet.
J.J. Dillon. You
Yeah,
gotta
he's
be
got
kidding me.
some.
Yeah,
I'm not
he'll
worried
show you how
about
to
J.J.
carve up
Dillon.
that forehead.
I'm not scared of anything or
He sent you
anybody,
fair
baby.
warning, Jimmy.
Big
Sent you
deal.
fair
Well, you can
warning
take the
there.
stupid, cheap $59 tape machine with the batteries all fixed the wrong way. It shows what he knows about anything. I'm not worried about nobody, but I don't want to talk about Dillon anymore. You know what I want to talk about now? I want to talk about somebody very special to Jimmy Hart. You know, this next wrestler, give me the microphone.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who's
Give me
coming?
the mic. Let me
and I
recite
use
the
the
Timothy
word
White,
very
who stands
loosely,
out the
ladies and
Interscope
gentlemen.
offices every
Feast
night.
your eyes on the door, baby. Upstairs, crank up
Everybody
the music.
from the
Introducing
313. Put your
Mr.
motherfucking
Daniel
hands up.
Rick Rude.
I just watched that the other day. Who's this guy?
Daddy, baby. Come on, dance along, Rick.
Oh, that is Rick Rude.
Is it really? Is that Rick Rude, really?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's Billy Squire's music. That's not the Fabulous One's music.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You know what? You're an idiot. You're just like the stupid people out here. You
Yeah.
thought evidently
Rob,
the
It
from
is
Robbinsdale, Minnesota. That's Rick Rude.
He
That
looks
is-
so much. I mean, it looks like Rick Rude, but he still looks so much different.
Well, because he's wearing that ridiculous outfit and,
moving funny.
gyrating. Now that looks like Rick Rude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there-
Can you FaceTime your mom right now and show her the
No, God, this is like 21-year-old Rick Rude. She's in good health right now. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to make her heart stop.
Yeah, that's a good point. I could do without his weird dancing, though. He's not a good dancer. Sorry.
Yeah, just pose there, Rick. You don't need to do whatever you're doing with your hips.
Your arms. It's the arm movements.
The
that are
arms
doing
and the
it to me.
hips don't move. I can't even undo it. Like
It's like he's trying to hula hoop, but there's no hula hoop. You know what I mean? It's weird.
You're not that uncoordinated that you could do it.
no, it almost takes extra skill to do that.
Yeah.
He's facing Dave Johnson, and I wish I could tell you all the gimmicks that Dave Johnson would under, but he is a non-linker, which means I even got no link for him, so I got nothing on
We've
Dave
seen
Johnson.
Dave Johnson a couple times on Memphis Championship.
Maybe you've
Wrestling.
seen Dave Johnson a couple times, but I haven't seen a thing.
It's just it's no wonder somebody down the line said to him, "Look, Rick, stop the dancing. Just walk out to the middle of the ring, show the people your abs, and have a go at them."
God damn it, pal! You dance worse than me. Have you ever seen Stand Back? Yeah, you're worse than that, pal. Don't do
Wow. Look at those kicks. Oh my gosh, it's shitty.
it. Well,
He is as green can be here.
he really is.
Yep.
Yeah. Like he's got an upper body, but he never didn't work on his leg that much right now because he's got fucking skinny ass legs.
He almost can't even like walk coordinated.
Maybe that's why he couldn't dance right. Maybe his bottom half was just struggling to hold the top half up. Maybe that's what the problem was.
It's like
Yeah,
if
see all the pa-
if you put a motorhome on stilts.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Right.
All the powers up top.
It's all all this guy has to do is kick him in the knee, and that'll be the death of him.
Mhm.
He'll be down one kick to the knee.
Oh, there
He's
it
not
is, the
gonna
Rude
get-
Awakening.
Beautiful.
Look at that. That was a hell of a move there for him.
And look how he pinned him too with his knee on his neck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, he still has the sailor the
Oh.
Navy sailor tattoo.
He's with Angel. Angel is this girl's name that's with him. Angel, apparently.
Oh, he just stuck his tongue down Angel's throat. Hopefully she's of age.
When you're ravishing Rick, that's sometimes you got to ravish the angel, if you know what I mean, pal. With your ravishing tongue, because he's ravishing Rick.
Yeah, with those hips that do lie.
Oh yeah, those hips are telling lots of lies.
Yeah.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
6-man tag team action coming up next. You just got to pay twice for that kind of action.
I bet it's Joe LeDuc.
Oh, probably.
We're
This
getting
is
Joe
the
LeDuc twice.
This is the Joe LeDuc. Ladies and
Waterbed
gentlemen, welcome to the
land.
Joe LeDuc hour.
Waterbed land. Have you ever laid in a
Waterbed
waterbed,
land.
Brent?
Yeah, my parents had a waterbed when I was a kid.
I was just talking about that yesterday. That I haven't seen a waterbed in like
So
35 years.
you know how the
probably.
waterbeds had like up this big wood thing around it, right? I
It
was
sat
wrestling
down in the big wooden thing.
Yeah. Yes, of course. But I was wrestling with my older brother on my parents' waterbed. He goes to slingshot me, slingshots my fucking ass right in the corner of that fucking waterbed, right in the fucking eye.
Oh.
I had a big ass shiner for weeks.
Mm.
I didn't know we were gonna actually get the commercials.
Bound for Glory.
This is fun. Dance like Rick Rude out there, ladies and gentlemen. Dance like your upper half can't support your lower half, or the other way around.
Get starstruck on 7.
Oh wow, I can't watch them. I watch Channel 7.
The
in
original
Evansville.
starving artists are back and better than ever.
Oh boy.
Choose from hundreds of beautiful original
Maybe someone
oil
needs to feed
paintings
'em.
such as landscape, seascape,
Buy
florals,
these
and
buy
much,
these
much
paintings
more.
now.
Most
These
priced
people
from
are
$7 to
starving.
$39. These high-quality oil paintings may never be shown again at these low prices.
I'll never show
now
again.
is the time to buy. And don't be misled by others. Only Starving Artist Group offers top-quality originals at
That's
these
right.
low prices. Our
$7 for that painting. I wouldn't pay $7 of 2024 money for that painting.
No.
At the Vanderburg Auditorium.
It better be a poster. Oh, hee-haw, my favorite show. Oh, these are my people.
Galleries are
These are my people right here. Overalls, forget about it.
It's like every Nebraska family reunion.
That look like my Uncle Elmer. Look at this.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop this show immediately, and I'm going to go watch massive amounts of hee-haw. See ya.
6-man tag team action.
Oh, here we go.
Ready to go. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit.
All right, let's see what we got here. We've got Neville Austin and the Bruise Brothers, which is the Dream Machine and Pork Chop Cash. They are taking on Apollo Crews' father, Art. Robert Reed and Stagger Lee, of course, is that's not Stagger Lee. Because Stagger Lee is Coco Beware. Coco Beware out there.
Maybe he is.
Oh, he's under the mask. Yeah,
he's
that is
under the
Stagger
mask.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Never mind. I take it back.
He's just hidden. Why would you hide Coco's beautiful face underneath a mask?
It's kind of like it's like doing it to Handsome Earthquake, like Golga.
Kiergan? Or not Kiergan. What was his name? Golga.
Golga.
Yeah. Neville Austin. Never heard of him. How about you?
The Bruise Brothers. I see Pork Chop Cash. He's easy to recognize.
Dream
Some Pork Chop Cash.
Yeah.
The Bruise Brothers look like what's his name? Tony D.
Oh yeah, kind
That's that show. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, they look like they'd be like his henchmen.
Mm-hmm. Who's this?
Yeah, it's hard. It's either Robert Reed or Art Cruz, which is clearly not Apollo's father, like I thought.
No, they don't look similar.
No, they don't. None of these guys look like they could be Apollo's father, probably.
No.
I mean,
no.
Maybe Pork Chop Cat. Maybe Pork Chop.
Pork Chop could be, yeah, or Stagger Lee, but certainly not Art Cruz.
No.
Whichever distrip white guy in red trunks he's in. This guy.
He's the most bland white meat baby face of all time.
Yeah, he might be. He should be called No Buns Bobby.
Yeah.
He's a turkey sandwich without any condiments.
He's Lex Luger, shorter with no muscles. This
Ooh,
is what
look at that
this guy.
leapfrog.
If you take
Hey!
away all of Lex Luger's attributes and just he was a regular guy, this guy would be Lex Luger.
We call him Lex Loser.
Yep, absolutely would be.
Okay.
Can't chew on that.
What you got here? Oh man, he just punched him going down. Whammo!
Chops to the throat. Oh.
Don't let Stagger in there.
All right,
He's soon to do the bird. The bird is the word.
that's right.
Mhm.
What do you think about this, Spark? How do you feel about this action here? He's a big fan of pork chop cash because he really likes pork chops.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Cash. Cash is
and
always
well,
good
he
too.
don't really give a fuck about cash, but he'd like a pork chop. He'll take one. Yeah,
Look at that headbutt. Holy shit, that was a little stiff. A little stiffsky.
How did Stagger Lee draw the short end of the stick and have a team with these fucking idiots?
I don't know. He is just breaking in the business here in 83 or 80. Was this 84 or 80,
It's
84.
84? You said February.
Yeah. But we watch him in '83, didn't we?
I think he still was under a mask then, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe Memphis did love to do loser leave town and then just stick guys under mask and everyone knew who he was. So it could have been commonplace that he lost a loser leaves town match and now he's just like wrestling under the mask.
When it comes to Art Cruz and Robert Reed, I wish they would lose a loser leaves town match. Get the fuck out of here because they suck.
Oh God, he's gonna eat it. Bam.
God. That's clearly Robert Reed, who's a non-linker because he died today. He's dead.
The one guy kind of moves around like Ken Shamrock, who just no-sold Coco punching him.
Yeah.
Art Cruz was also known as the Blonde Bomber and the Kansas Cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out which one's Art because neither of them were blonde.
Yeah. It got me.
Maybe he dyed his hair later on. Look at all these tags. Here's some quick tags here.
Well, I mean, these guys clearly have worked together well.
Look at this. It's fast action.
Oh, God, they got their hands on the referee.
Another pile driver to the same guy? Does he need it twice?
That's a different.
Oh, my God. He planted a vertical.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So he's broke two guys' necks.
Stagger Lee didn't help there at all because he just dropped it.
Well, Stagger Lee was like, fuck, I don't want to get dropped on my head.
No, he didn't even lean back to sit down. That was just like straight vertical. Like
it just dropped him.
When Owen did what Owen did to Austin.
Yeah. The good news is at least that guy's back on his feet. I'm pretty sure the other guy is dead. So pretty sure. Oh God, they throw Stagger Lee into the ring post here. Really working him over.
I wonder if these guys are going to the commissary afterwards to get some good barbecue.
This is no longer a 6-man tag, is it? There's just 3 men in it now.
3 men.
They're all on the same side.
The other guy, the one of them has a chair.
They kicked Mr. They
Bonk.
kicked the man and his wife out of their front row seats. They paid good money for those. It's not right. Poor invisible man. Jeez, they're kicking the shit out of him, aren't they?
They took Chris Benoit's seat.
I forgot that I referred him as the Invisible Man.
Is Vince McMahon also the Invisible Man now? Hey, they're going to show it's Coco.
I watched that Netflix documentary on
Vince
McMahon, and he certainly became the Invisible Man after those allegations came out for those interviews. He said, no, I'm good.
Yeah, there was no episode 7.
There was. He wasn't in it. And honestly, though, that documentary didn't show me anything that I didn't already know.
Yeah, that's exactly what like every one of my friends said too. Like, well, no one really learned anything from this.
Yeah, it's the same. It's all this.
Everybody that's seen it has said that.
Yeah. Okay, God, good Lord, they're just an assault at this point.
I think they're trying to draw people
But
in
it's
from the crowd,
Netflix.
get the crowd angry.
So they're not targeting like wrestling fans, are they?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I suppose if you're a non-wrestling fan, it would be interesting.
Isn't Netflix actually going to carry SmackDown here soon?
Raw.
Oh, it's Raw that they're going to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That now they're whipping him. They've been beating him up for so long that we moved on to another thing. We were talking about something totally different. That's how long they've been beating him up for.
Oh, gosh. They just shoved his teammate.
How do you guys think about the weather?
Oh, yeah, January. Mm.
They shoved their own teammate. He's trying to save Coco.
Oh, well, goddamn. Oh, so the Dream Machine said, or no, I'm sorry.
Let's
That's,
talk.
that's Neville Austin. Neville Austin.
Let's
said, "The
talk
hell with
about.
this."
Oh, wait. I think Neville Austin and Coco join up to be the PYTs, don't they?
You got me, pal. I don't even know what that is.
They became a tag team called the PYTs, where they were like Michael Jackson impersonators.
What does it stand for, PYTs?
Pretty Young Thang.
Thang.
Yeah, Pretty Young Thangs.
I can see why. They are some pretty young things. I totally get it. I totally get it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that this is what caused them to join up. I think this is it.
Yeah, looks that way. Because, I mean, Jesus Christ, they beat Coco for a while. I mean, old Neville Austin said no
You
more.
PYT's pretty young things there.
You don't usually see too many heels go babyface like in this manner anymore.
No, that doesn't happen, does it? It does not happen. But the good news is it looks
Take
like
the mask off.
Take the mask off, get a parrot. That's what we
Boom,
want.
got a superstar.
Bam, just like that. Still helping him out of the ring here after he's been whooped. He done been whooped.
Man, they're getting him with the belt.
Yeah, they're beating the
No.
shit.
I feel like Coco's gonna have some words with someone in the back when he gets back there.
Like, goddamn, what, I owe you money? I always heard the Undertaker used to say that just to people in the ring if they were being stiff with them. Like, do I owe you money?
I mean, how many people probably were stiff with the Undertaker though? Like
Probably not many, but
maybe Dan Spivey.
I heard Shawn Michaels say that he heard Undertaker say that in the ring. Like, do I owe you money?
I'm not even sure if Undertaker would notice if Shawn Michaels was being stiff.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't say it to Shawn Michaels. Shawn probably overheard it in a tag
Yeah.
match or something. Old Dave. No, this isn't Dave Brown. This is Lance Russell.
It's
This
Lance.
is the good member of the crew. This is Shawn Michaels. Oh, I don't really want to hear what the King has to say. Sorry. Is that Dutch Mantel?
No, it is Dutch. I thought it was Billy
That's
Jack
right.
Haynes. You're right, it is Dutch.
But wait a minute. Didn't they tell us earlier that Dutch Mantel and Austin Idol weren't real?
But they're right next to him, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what Macho Man told me, they weren't real. He said they're like, I don't know.
They're not real.
I don't know if he meant like they were like a figment of my imagination or I don't know.
Austin Idol has the same hair as He-Man.
Like, look, Macho.
He does, doesn't he?
I have the power.
He really does. It's literally He-Man's hair. It's insane.
Dutch Mantel here. Let me tell you something right here, right now, people. My hat's bill is so goddamn big it blocks out the sun even when there ain't a cloud in the sky at noon in high Texas, if you know what I'm talking about.
We the people.
Yeah.
He looks just like He-Man. Did they make
He does,
He-Man
doesn't he?
him?
Well, except for the body. But yeah, you're right. You are correct.
It's like they literally just made that face after He-Man after
He-Man.
that face.
Did you ever see that movie? What was the movie called? Masters of the Universe?
Masters of the Universe. Yeah, with Dolph Lundgren as He-Man.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah,
When
I think it had Courtney Cox in it.
When I was a kid, it was a great movie. If I watched
Yeah,
it,
I was gonna say it depends on your ideas of a great movie.
It's probably awful now. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna leave the memories alone on that one. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Now I've gone back and watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first movie, and it still holds up.
Oh, both
It
of them.
does. I still enjoy that.
I
Yeah,
think
both of those first two are really good, even though Kevin Nash is in one of them. Who are these fat turds?
we got the Zambian Express apparently.
Isn't
versus
that
Jesse
something you take to
Owens.
help you sleep?
I think so.
Is that they're the drugs that put people to sleep?
ZAMBUIE.
They look like they're going to put people to sleep.
With their wrestling or like their actual like strength?
They did not. They did not last long. They wrestled. They
No.
wrestled in the NWA and the AWA from 1983 to 1984. So they're not going to be long for this world.
Look how big they are. I mean, they look like they're built for professional wrestling.
Well, yeah, that and like they're clearly the guys that are beating up the baby faces in this. The one guy's nickname is listed as Bad.
That's his name, just Bad.
I'm just Bad.
Oh, this wrestling's pretty bad.
No, somebody say that's awful. I'm just going to call you Bad.
Yeah, it's not because like you're tough or anything. It's just because you're bad.
It's like if there were two Mabels.
Yeah.
It's Mabel's on a mission. Here goes Mabel. Look oh my God, that was bad.
Oh, so remember how I told you like somebody's cause of death was some weird word? It's because it's in German, and it means a heart attack.
Okay.
So
I feel like
Leroy Brown, one of these guys died of a heart attack. I know you're not surprised. But...
I was gonna say both of these guys had to have died of a heart attack. Look at them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was
something.
Championship wrestling at its worst there.
Okay, the other guy wrestled as Black Stud Williams, Commando Ray, Kareem Muhammad, Masked Superfly, Ray Candy, or Super Mario Man. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to know more about Super Mario Man.
Super Mario
Does he jump up and hit blocks with his head?
He wrestled in New Japan.
No.
Who the fuck? What the fuck is this? There's the cats in the cradle and the silver. Why are these guys dressed like cats?
You got Lawler here, and is that Dutch with them?
Okay, Dutch Mantel here are taking on the Streetwalkers.
Their names are really the Streetwalkers.
Yeah, I'm not fucking making this up. They're the Streetwalkers.
Two male hookers.
Two male hookers here. Yep.
That's some Memphis stuff right there.
What I'm saying is these guys used to be tight ends, but now they're wide receivers. Is what we're saying, right? That's what we're implying here. This is stupid. This is so dumb.
I mean, certain truck drivers need loving too at the rest stop.
I mean, yeah. I'm like I said, we are a non-judging lifestyle podcast. You do whatever makes you happy. Except for clown porn.
Yeah.
We drew the line at clown porn, didn't we? That's where we drew it.
Yeah, if you're into that, you just gotta stop.
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
Find something new.
You need a therapist, is what you need. I didn't realize Dutch Mantel was as hairy as fucking George the Animal Steel. Did you guys know that?
Oh yeah, he is a hairy man.
Yeah.
The Streetwalkers.
You've been to Vegas. You see any Streetwalkers looking like these guys?
No.
Yeah, I bet not.
I wish just kind of hang out in the casino.
I wish I had more information on the Streetwalkers because I would really, really like some. You know, like how much they charge an hour. I mean, like their wrestling and stuff like that. If they had any other matches.
Whoa! Look at that. He really rotated.
Don't say that around the Streetwalkers. They'll think you mean something else.
Dutch has got a vest on there. Surely that's not his hair.
So I just learned that you should not Google Streetwalkers without putting like pro wrestlers on there because I got the Wikipedia definition, which is a street prostitute.
Yeah. There's some things you shouldn't Google.
Whoa! Look at that. He went all the way across the ring.
What I was thinking.
That was a hell of a pinning predicament. That's
That ain't
got to be the end of Memphis
That was
Championship
short,
Wrestling when you got
I
Lawler at
searched-
the end.
I searched Streetwalker Pro Wrestling, and it came up with a girl wrestler, and I'm not gonna say her name because it didn't say anywhere that her gimmick was the Streetwalker. So I'm assuming a mad ex-boyfriend must have done that to her.
Yeah.
Was it Sunny?
God damn it, pal! I bit my tongue so hard not to say it, and you just said it anyway. Well, let's see what's happening. Building
Is
a
this a My Buddy commercial?
Thanks, Dad, but I can do it myself.
Sure you can, son, but even an old pro can use a few pointers.
Wow, now I've got it.
That's my boy. Now, sometimes he thinks he's got all the answers, so I've got to try and show him the right way to get things done. Because one day he won't want his dad hanging around telling him what to do or how to put his life together. That's why I've started planning for his future with Globe's Young American Plan. It's the right kind of insurance for young people. I called Globe's toll-free number for all the details. Now he has a $10,000 policy for just
Boring. Sell me something cool, sir.
Yeah.
This kid's dead by now.
Yeah.
Did the life insurance policy pay?
Yeah, the old guy's dead for sure. That's insensitive, I know, but if you tune into this podcast to not feel hearing sensitive things, I don't know what you're doing. Stop talking, old man. This is the most boring part of the show. I thought fucking Dave Brown was boring.
Yeah, that had to be the end of the show because Lawler's going to close out the show.
Yeah.
There's more.
Oh, really?
Apparently. I also don't have any, I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, this is the same match. Because this is the Streetwalkers.
They just repeat it again.
Unless they had a 2 out of 3. It was 2 out of 3 falls.
It was 2 out of 3 falls. Like, they were going to really pick up both victories against the guy who books the show and the guy who owns part of the company.
I think we're done. I think we're cooked.
I had faith in the Streetwalkers. They walked many streets to get into that rink, Mayor. Don't you judge the Streetwalkers. You don't know where they've been. They don't know what they've been through.
Yeah, I think they had a good chance against Lawler and Dutch.
Dutch.
Well, that's it. That is the end of this episode. Glenn, who do you need to plug before we get out of here?
I'm booking the territory, the first and last of wrestling and their side projects. I'm stacking the territory. The road to Wembley, 1981 for Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks, and the most watched wrestling match of all time. And of course,
the Doctor Who podcast with Danny Inside. That's on SJP World Media.
And DDT Wrestling with DC and Doc.
What about you, Mayor of Canton?
We always have to plug our good friend, Mr. Thomas Bryce, and his great company that promotes us, the Sportswire Radio. And if you'd like to check him and the company out, you can find him at Thomas Bryce 2017. And you can also check out the podcasting production at Sportswire Radio, which is SPORTZ as in Zulu, wireradio.org. And you'll be able to catch us there and many other wrestling podcasts and other sports podcasts on there. And if you'd like to watch me rate some food, eat something in under 4 minutes, usually fast food.
That's very fast.
Very fast food, fast rating. You can catch me on the Twitter, the X at Mayor of Canton. And every Wednesday at 6 p.m., I'll be throwing up a rating of some sort of fast food.
Not throwing up, but a rating.
No, I've never thrown up anything yet, so that's a good thing.
No.
That would be something.
Only thrown out something one time.
Yeah.
Throw out something, but didn't throw it out.
Something out. Yeah, that's how. But yeah, make sure you check out everything else we got going on. We got a new episode of The Good, Bad, and the Ugly out right now where me and Glenn found out that the people in Cleveland hated Mike Tyson in 1998. We're not sure why, but they hated him. So check that out. And of course, make sure you check out the Life and Times of Psycho. So this week, he will be facing Bret Hart for the World Wrestling Federation Championship in a steel cage match. This is the Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania too. So make sure you tune into that. And that's it. That's all. I got nothing else to say. The only thing left now to say is for Glenn to say goodbye.
Goodbye.